which is pretty outrageous. The other thing I got sent yesterday, which I wasn't aware of, and I've had a little click through this, but apparently, similar to what happened with Diablo 4, Elon Musk has paid a Chinese farm to level his PoE 2 account and then decided to stream him playing it. And he clearly has no fucking idea what this game is or how it works. But they've put together this, like, extensive document of just how stupid this is. The richest man in the world is such a fucking queef. It's unbelievable. He doesn't... So his claims were he had the number 59 hardcore character. As of right now, he has the number 21 hardcore character in the world, right? He had a softcore who did 9 of the citadels in the first 11 days. Yet he doesn't know how to use a mana flask, right? So they like did clips where he's just out of mana and doesn't know to get mana. He's just smashing the E button and hoping natural regen will cure it. Just clicking and clicking and clicking. He struggles to understand why he can't pick up items when his inventory is full. Number 21 hardcore characters in the world, by the way. He doesn't understand the item levels in PoE at all. In any way whatsoever. Now, what made it more interesting for me, which I thought was really funny, is that his account stash has a special map tab called Elon's Maps. Elon's Maps. It has a special... But what made it even better than that is that when you tried to whisper his account, it defaulted to Chinese. Like, they seem to have been unable to change that or had forgotten about it and trying to set this up for him. But it defaults to Chinese whenever you try and, like, trade with him or anything like that. Yeah. Jesus fucking Christ. And his trade stash tabs belonging to Elon's account were also in Chinese, indicating whoever is managing the stash prefers Chinese to English. I don't get the... I just can't be in the mindset of someone like this. Because wouldn't it have just been way more fun? Certainly compared to what I'm doing right now. There's a sort of like serendipity in what I'm doing right now on stream of doing it and getting help and trying to understand the game and genuinely enjoying it, than just getting a mega character that you just press one button and it kills everything, and now I'm really good at the game. But the also sad thing is, and I am guilty of this, in World of Warcraft, many years ago, many years ago, please don't get me, Ian, is I helped contribute to this. I have absolutely boosted people's accounts, or been part of teams that have done it, that never played the game and got epic mythic gear and many I'm talking Cataclysm era. So a long time ago we had piloted accounts in our raids that were paying for it was a long time ago. It was a part of the problem. Look, when you're young and someone's paying you like genuine real cash to just raid, it's a hard thing to turn down, man. It's a hard thing to turn down. It's a hard thing to turn down. It really is. Boosting someone, it's like, well, it's exactly, yeah. I don't know. We've all bumped into these. I imagine some of you have never. As nearly everybody here played with somebody who clearly has a bot account. Like, it's happened to me many times. I'm not just talking about actually boosting them, but when they're in your dungeon and they're just like, they've got the best gear in the game and they're fucking awful, and you're like, what the hell is going on here? It very quickly dawns on you. It's like, oh, this guy bought this account. Yeah. You've never had it. It's really weird when it happens. It's very weird. Is you'll just have this, you'll be doing sort of like a low-level dungeon or a heroic dungeon in WoW's terms, right? That's just, you would never waste your time doing this as a real person. And they have, like, the absolute best gear the game has to offer. And they don't do any damage. They don't do anything. They're just like, oh, huh. And they can't move, and their keyboard turning and doing all sorts of shit, and you're like, okay. I mean, yeah, this is very blatantly what happens. I don't even know if people buy accounts anymore. It seems weird. Seems weird. MMORPG Johnson Next, yeah. Yeah, it was. I wasn't aware he'd even streamed it. Apparently, it's a Twitter stream, so obviously I wouldn't have got it. Yeah, he's got the one of the number one hardcore characters in the world, but he doesn't know how the Atlas works. But he has done 9 citadels, but he doesn't know how the Atlas nodes work. I checked. I think last time my account was worth six grand, apparently, according to some account calculator. My account's worth a lot because it's got a couple of really, really rare items on it, but I think that value goes down, like, every single day. That value goes down every single day. Every single day. Yeah, it disappears. It's all old shit. I mean, I'm kind of lucky. I've got old shit on my WoW account, like, really old shit. I've not bumped into this since I was doing the boosting in PvP. PvP boosting is understandable. I can understand some levels of boosting. Like, I totally get people who buy mounts from mythic raids because they don't want to mythic raid. That absolutely makes sense to me. Totally makes sense. PvPers who need, like, there's some stupid trinket that's really powerful in the arena and they don't raid, just buying with boost. Totally makes sense to me. Those things totally. Or achievement farmers. People who just want all the achieves and they don't want to, like, dedicate their lives to progging. That makes sense to me. It totally does. But, like, pretending you did it and you're a hero, like this guy. The richest man in the world. And this is what you do with your time. Why? It's really sad. It's really, really sad. It's so desperate. It is. It's so desperate. It's so desperate. Like, I'm awesome at everything. This kind of image trying to put out. He's a clown. Yeah, he's a clown. Because he has the world's smallest penis. Probably not. Probably not. And he's trying to appeal to the younger generation, which would have worked way better with learning the game. It's like the most basic shit of, like, actually connecting and being like, oh, this is cool. You know, finding this out. It's like, oh, how does this work? That would have been a way better experience. Maybe I could get a job as Elon Musk's stream advisor. I will take some of those billions if you want some stream advice about how to connect.